A declassified CIA document from 1979 should have been routine. But one line changes everything. On April 27, 1978, Communists seized power in Afghanistan. This event triggered a series of developments that led to the involvement of the CIA. In 1979, the CIA began funding the mujahideen. This started with an initial budget of $695,000. That amount later grew to $630 million per year. But why did the CIA support the mujahideen? The answer remains unrecorded. Declassified documents show the CIA provided aid to radical Islamist groups, specifically the mujahideen. Operation Cyclone, managed by the CIA, supplied the mujahideen with weapons and training. This included Stinger missiles, designed to fight Soviet forces in Afghanistan. Charlie Wilson, a member of the U.S. Congress, played a key role in securing funds for the mujahideen. This is documented in his book, Charlie Wilson's War. Afghan refugees described the atrocities committed by Soviet forces. This testimony motivated Charlie Wilson to act in their defense. But who knew the true scope of the CIA's actions in Afghanistan? The documents and testimonies suggest the operation also served broader geopolitical objectives. These objectives included the training and financing of extremist groups. CIA archives reveal that Operation Cyclone lasted from 1979 to 1992. It became one of the longest clandestine operations run by the CIA. The U.S. government spent over $630 million supporting the mujahideen in 1987. This made Operation Cyclone one of the most expensive clandestine operations the CIA ever undertook. The evidence suggests the operation had broader geopolitical aims, including the training and funding of extremist groups. If this is true, what does it imply for American foreign policy? The documents confirm the CIA provided aid to these radical Islamist groups, the mujahideen. But to whom does this silence serve? The CIA archives reveal that Operation Cyclone was executed to counter Soviet influence in Afghanistan. Yet, the available evidence suggests the operation had deeper geopolitical objectives. Until now, one might assume Operation Cyclone was simply a counterinsurgency effort. But a single line in a declassified CIA document introduces a severe problem. The documents show the CIA provided aid to radical Islamist groups, the mujahideen. Yet, the U.S. government consistently denied supporting these extremist groups in Afghanistan. The contradiction is stark. What did the CIA truly do in Afghanistan? The question remains unanswered. But one thing is certain, the CIA's involvement in the Afghan conflict carries long-term consequences. These consequences concern the training and financing of extremist groups. But then, who benefits from this silence? What if what we have seen is not an anomaly, but a pattern? The archives suggest this is not an isolated incident. The documents point toward a repeated practice. They reveal a deliberate strategy. Researchers who gained access to these files found evidence of it. A single line in a document, dated 1975, indicates a secret meeting between high-ranking officials. The purpose of that meeting remains unexplained. The available archives suggest this connection links to other programs. These programs are similar, yet far more secret. If these documents are complete, then government agencies were involved in activities that were never made public. The real question remains, who gave the order, and why? Today's archives illuminate the past in a new light. A handwritten note in the margin, never transcribed, could be the key to understanding what truly occurred. A 3-page cable, half of which is blacked out, was declassified in 2020. It concerns a special operation conducted in 1967. The archives indicate the operation was a success. However, the details remain classified. What is disturbing is that the document mentions the involvement of a foreign agency. The names of the people involved are still censored. A line in paragraph 7, which no one had read since 1971, indicates a link to a major event in recent history. The researchers who accessed this document are stunned. The archives point toward a history far more complex than what has been told so far. Document X, dated 1967, shows that events were meticulously planned and executed. Yet, one detail does not appear in the official reports. What followed in that document was never explained. Then, a contradiction emerges. No one asked why. This seemingly insignificant detail changes everything. The available evidence suggests this links to other similar, yet more secret, events. This program is officially closed. But the questions remain. What if the true inquiry is not about what is hidden, but why now? Today's archives illuminate the past in a new light. A handwritten note in the margin, never transcribed, could be the key to understanding what truly occurred. Those who accessed these files found proof. But the mystery remains whole. The truth is still waiting to be uncovered. And if the answer lies within the files that remain classified,